Hi, Super Dan here. And not beating around the bush, but getting to the point. Boy, we are in an interesting situation, aren't we, with the coronavirus? And I just want to go over something that, how I feel and what I'm doing about it. And I'm approaching this whole situation as a martial artist would, which means attack and defend. Now, when we look at self defense and so forth, usually the common thought is I'm defending myself against an attacker. This guy's going to come up, he's going to try and beat me, rob me, or whatever. Well, self defense goes a heck of a lot farther than that. And it is defined by, okay, what is your attacker? Now, if your attacker is poor health, okay, good, you get healthy. If your attacker is, let's say you're lactose intolerant, okay, stop drinking milk, stop drinking dairy products, etc. Well, we have a new attacker, and that's the coronavirus. And so when I look at the coronavirus and I look at how I run my martial arts school, I apply what I call the 3 C's: confidence, competence, and care. And they all run in that order. Now, confidence. How does this fit into this particular situation? Well, it's really simple. There was a saying that my Filipino martial arts teacher, Remy Precis, used to say all the time, which was, Danny, no matter where you are, you're there already. And initially it sounded like one of those type of sayings of, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And it's like, yeah, right, okay. I'm not quite sure what that has to do with Filipino stick fighting, but yes, sir. Until he was showing us a drill one day, and then he varied the drill. And what occurred was, the light bulb that came over my head was that no matter what position that I was in, there was an option. There was always an option. An option was open. So now, was I any longer out of position? No. Why? Well, because no matter where you are, you're there already. And this runs hand in glove with a particular viewpoint that is shared by my church, and that is something can be done about it. So this is how I look at it. No matter where you are, you're there already. Something can be done about it. This is the confidence which I am coming from. Now, what can be done about it? Well, here's the next part: competence. How do you become competent at anything? You become competent by study. By study and making sure that you understand all the component factors, and then you drill and train and drill and train. So, first thing I've been doing is, okay, let's study the nature of the beast that we've been dealing with, this coronavirus. What is it? What are the symptoms? How is it spread? And, that sort of thing. But also, as far as competence goes, okay, what can I do to defend against that particular opponent? Okay, good. Well, I already thought I knew about how to clean the school thanks to Brandon Beliso, but boy, oh boy, have I been learning lots about how to really clean, how to disinfect. And then there's other advices by doctors. You have a safe space minimum. All right, good. A number of the governors, including our own, has restricted occupancy or groups gathering less than 50. Well, I already structured my classes like that so that nobody would be left behind. So I actually beat this one to the punch by 35 years. And so it goes. Also, competence. Thank goodness I know how to do videos. I know how to do editing and that sort of thing. So I'm already set up to be able to send out videos and so forth of rank requirements and workout tips, etc., to my students and my existing student base, so that they can get on with the show if they decide to self-quarantine. Now, care. All right, I have confidence in place. I have competence in place. Now, let's display that care to my students. So how do I go about doing that? Well, first is by creating essentially a safe environment. Now, when I look at safe environment, I'm going far beyond disinfecting the school and so forth. I am exuding confidence. I am exuding confidence in their safety in my school, and how I'm running classes, how I'm scheduling classes, how I'm keeping students far apart, or how they're not going to be modifying their training so they're not coming into contact with each other, and so forth. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is that for those who decide to self-quarantine, I back them up fully. I'm not dad to every single kid that I've got in the school. I'm kind of second removed dad because I back the parents in anything that they do. So what I've done is I put together, like I mentioned in the competence portion of this talk, I put together a number of rank videos that just say, okay, this is exactly what you need for your next belt test, which I continue to plan on having, even if I cut it down to 5 people in the school per test and run tests from morning till night so that everybody can do them. But not only that, but I'll be issuing a how to train with your child video so that the mom or the dad can actually get the karate training in for their students and so forth. And so whether they come in to the school or whether they self-quarantine and stay away for several weeks, I am demonstrating that I do care. I do care about their progress, and I also do care about how they're doing with this virus going around. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know what I'm doing, and this is, you may follow this as a template, you may not. Whatever you feel is best for your school, you just go ahead and do that, because I know that you're going to be following your conscience in this. And this is how I'm following mine. My school at this point remains to be open, and I'm following the rule of the 3 C's: confidence, competence, and care in the delivery to my students. Professor Dan, over and out.